Hello everyone, it's Josh again from Iron Cross Creations. Just quick thoughts on the new World Eaters Codex, and I guess the Slaughterbound. Am I excited for the Codex? About 50-50 right now. I'm not very happy with Angron's rules right now, in the sense that, he's very hard to bring back. I'm a little, on the fence on how we'll bring him back once the Codex is out. I agree with a lot of other channels right now. He kind of just seems a little unplayable at the moment, just because he costs way too much to bring in an army. I mean, he's literally a fourth of your army right now. When I take him into a tournament, I really have to, go for, is this a dumb but fun kind of movement in my list building, or am I really gonna, try and ensure that he survives by bouncing him around and not letting him take too many direct hits? But then where's the fun in that? It's Angron. You want to just throw him in there. Hopefully, he doesn't die the first turn, maybe the second, but you're always going on that chance that you bring him back just after that. But right now, I'm on the fence about bringing him in any future lists. So hopefully I can get maybe a little more fun with him before the Codex drops. We'll see. Some of the detachments do seem really fun. I haven't gotten to look at all of the detachments right now. Right now, I'm actually very excited about the Demons detachment. 1,000 points. The ability to essentially drop in a demon unit after you've taken the unit out, or lost unit, I believe. Seems very fun. I usually don't use Deep Strike just because I get a little confused by it sometimes, so I don't want to play something that I don't fully understand. But I definitely will probably get a little more into playing some Deep Strike units, or using Deep Strike at least in the future. That, and I'm also excited. I had this dumb idea to bring Scarbrand with Angron in a list for the longest time. I just thought it was going to be fun, dumb but fun. Will it work? Who knows? And hopefully, with the way they're treating Angron right now, hopefully he gets a point drop, because, like I said, over 400 points to bring him in the list right now. You kind of have to pick and choose what you're going to bring, and then, if he dies, do you want to have a bunch of Berserkers in your list to try and bring him back? Maybe, maybe not. Or do you want to just take a chance on your rolls and see if you can get that 666? That's kind of how I played it. I like taking Berserker detachments, but if I'm going to go Berserker heavy, I want to have some other key units in there. Definitely a Master of Execution, which is another thing I'm pretty upset about. Is like the whole point of the Master of Execution was put them in Berserkers so they can fight first. Your Berserkers can go ham on whatever they come in contact with, or if you're just running vessels, kind of make your Masters of Execution your own little Karn the Betrayer, essentially. Now, again, back to the Slaughterbound. I'm excited for the mini. I'm not too. Sorry about that, guys. Random scam call. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Scam calls. So right now, the Slaughterbound, I'm excited for the mini. I would like to get it. I don't know if I can justify whatever GW's price will be. It's probably going to be $60 for a mini. And knowing me, I'm going to want to eventually have leading three squads of 8-bound or Exalted 8-bound, just so I can, get those buffs from him. not saying I'm at the best at kit bashing, but I believe I do have the extensive knowledge and know how to essentially kit bash my own. I may just pick up a box of 8-bound and sculpt out 3 of my own. I do have a lot of spare bases from building minis from friends in the past who end up getting custom bases. They don't want to keep the regular bases, so as part of my deal, usually I get to keep bits and bases, and it's cost effective for me and my friends. I always like scrap pieces just because if I'm not kit bashing minis, I'm trying to kit bash or build things up for displays, or even like I said, I initially wanted to start this as a gunpla channel. Some bits I do keep as little greeblies for future builds. But I digress. I'm getting off topic. I am excited for the Slaughterbound. Going to the Death Guard, I'm definitely excited for the Lord of Poxes. He looks awesome. I don't know if I would be able to kit bash him. Who knows? Once I get to see some other channels post on what he looks like, or the channels that are getting him early, how the build is. I'll definitely see if it's a possibility, or in the future, who knows? I might give in to GW and get that mini. But for right now, I'm kind of leaning towards kit bashing the Slaughterbound, just because a box of 8-bound is definitely going to be in retrospect going to be cheaper than getting 3 Slaughterbound. Little green stuff, tactical base or rock or whatever on the base. I have enough chaos spawn and demon parts to make the little demonic arm. So I think I'm pretty good on how I'll be able to kit bash him. But yeah, I'm still on the fence about the Codex. But I'm definitely gonna get it. I have the GW app. I like using the list builder. It's very handy during tournaments or just casual play. I really wish GW would go back to letting you just buy the code for the Army Rules online. I miss that. That was about they stopped doing that in 9th edition about the time I got into Warhammer. So I'm not too bummed like a lot of other players, but GW, bring it back. But before I ramble on too much on all the other things that we can be happy with or mad at with GW, I'll just kind of end it right here. Let me know your thoughts about the Codex. What are some of the detachments that you guys are excited about? What units are you going to be hunting for building up your World Eaters lists, or what units do you feel like are going to kind of take a back seat on your shelves when you're trying out some of these new detachments? But again, I'm Josh from Iron Cross Creations. Y'all have a good day.